It's a dark, cold night, and your sick mind is in the mood to watch a horror film. But which one do you choose? The options are endless. Well, don't you worry. I've got a good special treat picked out for you. So be sure to slip on those booty slippers. Grab some popcorn, maybe even your blankie. This is the Carnival of Souls.
This indie horror film, directed by Herk Harvey, is a real gem I don't mind putting on every once in a while. After surviving a car wreck, our main protagonist Mary is aloof, confused, and detached from the people around her. When she takes a job as a church organist, she's haunted by repeated visions of a man who seems to be pursuing her. Becoming increasingly distressed, she eventually seeks answers in a nearby abandoned carnival in Salt Lake, Utah, which she feels strangely drawn to. There aren't many characters apart from this pervert who lives next door, a priest, a doctor, and a landlord, but they do their job to keep the ball rolling. For a chiller from the early 60s, Carnival of Souls really does have some surprisingly effective and unsettling moments. You got a nice, creepy organ score, simple yet effective ghoul makeup, memorable locations like the abandoned carnival, and most of all, a warped and dreamlike feeling. Some of the most memorable sequences in the film really draw you into Mary's troubled mind and make you feel like you're living in her confused version of reality. In that sense, it reminds me of La Jetée, Eraserhead, Begotten, and Scooby-Doo 2: Monsters Unleashed. Just kidding. But the most impressive thing about Carnival of Souls is that its greatness comes from its atmosphere that was created with little money. It still manages to create a sense of dread that so many big-budget horror films today fail to do. Though if I did have any negatives, the acting isn't exceptionally good, and while the plot presents some intrigue, it's a bit lacking. You watch this more for the experience and less for the substance. Herk Harvey has directed over 40 short and educational films in his career, and this is his only feature to my knowledge. But when you watch, it's almost impossible to not be reminded of the works that came later from directors like Romero and Polanski. And wouldn't you know, Herk Harvey is the one playing the ghoulish soul, stalking Mary throughout the film. What a creepy creep.
There's also a colorized version of the film, but if you ask me, I would stick with the black and white quality. It actually fits the tone much better. It also is in the public domain, so it shouldn't be really hard to access this cult classic. So I said check it out, or else the souls will come for you.